welcome in. As you can see already, we've got a new beginning stream image. It's much more on brand than the old one. The old one was just pink. Which, I mean, pink is, a color, but this is more on brand than that. So, here we are. I've got a just chatting scene as well. It makes my thing much larger. Whereas when I'm doing stuff, it's like this. But now, it's bigger. Much bigger. I should put the Ko-Fi thing in this one too, actually. There we go. It's here as well. So, it's been quite a week, hasn't it? I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not in your shoes, but for me, it's been a week. One of my coworkers has put in their 2 weeks. The other one is on their final week. They put in their 2 weeks last week. Yeah. So there's that. What else? Happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day today. I waited until this late to do the stream because I had a bunch of Mother's Day stuff that was going on. I went to church with my mom, and then we watched my niece and nephew, and then my brother showed up as well, so that all of us could spend Mother's Day together with my mom. They went home, and then I started to get some clothes together to wash because my room is a mess. But I needed to de-stress, which is why we're streaming and I'm not cleaning my room. As it is, my week's been pretty good. We've gotten back into streaming. This is the 4th stream of the week? Yeah, 4. Because Friday and Saturday I was busy. But Monday I was busy as well. That was Star Wars Day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we did some streams. Minecraft, and then Freedom Force, and then Minecraft again. But yeah, this is your checkpoint. Okay? I'm here, a little PNG anime Minecraft guy, telling you that now is the time for you to drink some water, have something warm to eat. What else? Get some sleep. If you are exhausted, then go to sleep. What else? Okay. Drink, eat, sleep. Take some time to de-stress. Do something fun. Whether that's reading a book, doing some art, playing a video game. If streaming is how you de-stress, then you should probably get on that too. But yeah, this is probably what we're going to do on most Sundays that I'm not working, because it's sucks. I wanted to make this like a weekly check-in sort of thing, but next Sunday I'm working, and so I won't be available to stream. Anyways, every so often on a Sunday, I will be checking in on all of you, making sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves. And I'll take care of myself as well. The weekly check-in is going to be, a way for me to, keep the demons at bay. So yeah, we're going to get through this, okay? You survived another week. Alright, you made it through that difficult moment. Everything's going to be alright. This is your call to action. Get some sleep, drink some water, eat some food. Alright? It's very important that you do this. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make the Ko-Fi thing disappear, because it's a bit more important than that. Normally I have it where Twitch chat's on one side and I'm on the other side. I'm going to move myself to the center. Especially since Twitch chat's not actively here. Alright. Get some sleep. This is your call to action. Go to bed. You've been up too long. You're doom scrolling. Yes, I'm calling you out. Yes, this is going to become a YouTube short, specifically so I can catch you doom scrolling. Stop doom scrolling. Put the phone down. Plug it in. Go to your bed. Lay in your bed. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath with me. In. And out. A deep breath. Close your eyes. Count to 10. Slowly. Do not rush the counting. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is not going to help you. Breathe in. Then breathe out. That's 1. Breathe in. Then breathe out. That's 2. In. Out. That's 3. In. Out. That's 4. In. Out. 5. In. Out. That's 6. You've taken 6 deep breaths. You're exiting fight or flight mode. No more adrenaline rush. In. Out. For me, that's 7 because I wasn't counting, but keep doing deep breaths. In and out. Remember, you're laying in bed, closing your eyes, you're just listening to my voice. Okay? Nothing important is happening on the screen. In, out. That's 8. It should be more than 8 if you're counting on your own. In, out. That's 9. In, out. That's 10. Relax your muscles. Don't be so tense. Let yourself go limp in your bed. Make sure there's some air circulation. You do not want to get overheated. Alright. Now you close your eyes. You go to bed. Go to sleep. Alright. Good. For those of you who are not sleeping, or who have just woken up, or have otherwise you're not done with your day yet, this is your call to action now. We've put the people who needed to sleep, we've put them to bed. Their call to action is finished. Now we're moving on to you. those of you who haven't had something to drink in a little while. Okay? Remember, this is a weekly check-in. I'm checking in on you. This is the self-care corner. Have some water. If you don't have water next to you, get up, walk to the kitchen, open your refrigerator, or if you don't care if it's cold or not, get a cup, turn on your tap. If your tap water is not safe to drink, open up your fridge, pull out a water bottle, or otherwise some sort of water filter. You're going to pour a 16-ounce glass. I'm pretty sure that's 2 cups, 16 ounces. I'm pretty sure that is 16 fluid ounces is 2 cups, I think. That's not important. Get a cup, fill it with water, then come back, sit down. We'll wait for you. If you're worried that we're not going to wait for you, pause the video. Once you got your water, I'm assuming that you're back. Once you have your water, take a deep breath. That's 1. We're not counting to 10. Remember, this is not sleep. Those people have already been put to sleep. But you do want to take a deep breath. Relax yourself for this. We're not chugging the water. This is important. Do not chug the water. You're taking a sip. Hang on. I'm actually going to get myself some water so that I can sip along with you. Sip along with me. Alright, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. I've got water. So now follow along with me. You're going to take your cup of water, a glass of water. First, take a breath. In and out. Alright. Hold your cup of water with however many hands you need. If it's a one-handed cup, one hand. Two-handed cup, 2 hands. We don't want to spill it. If we spill it, we're going to get mad. And we don't want to get mad. This is a mental health check. As much as it's a water check. Alright, with me. 1, 2, 3. And it's just a sip. Remember, we're not chugging the water. We're sipping it. Alright. Now, we're going to take another breath. We're going to wait a second. We're going to take another sip. Remember, hydration is important. There's a reason I have a channel point redeem called Hydrate or Dihydrate. Gotta make sure you have water. Alright. This next part, this is for the people who have had their water. You've had your water, you're not sleepy, but you still feel bad. You need food. You need sustenance. You need calories. I just had dinner before I started stream, so I'm not going to stuff my face, because if you eat too much, it's just as bad as not eating enough. Alright. Get a snack. Get a bag of chips. Get a cookie. Get bacon. Make yourself some bacon real quick. Bacon or toast. Fry up a quick egg. Do something. Even if it's a bowl of cereal. Get some food. Then come back. We will still be here. Make sure you get your food. This is the weekly check-in, alright? The people who haven't slept, we've helped them to relax in bed. They may or may not have fallen asleep, but they're letting the stress of the day, the stress of the week, they're letting it melt away. We've got our water. We're going to take a couple breaths, take a short sip. We're not chugging the water. Alright. Are you guys back with your food? Good. Now we're going to self-care by making sure we eat some good food. Take a breath. Let yourself relax. Lean back in your chair. Take your food. Take a bite. Don't shovel it in your mouth. You're not starving. If you are starving, then this is doubly important for you to not shovel it through your mouth, because if you eat too fast, it will not be good, especially if you haven't eaten in a long time. That'll only make you feel horrible, and you'll probably lose whatever you ate. So remember, small bites. Not tiny, okay? We're not a child who doesn't want to eat our broccoli. We are adults. Alright. What you gonna do? You gonna take a bite? Chew it. And then swallow. Remember, you're not following along with me, because I already ate. And eating too much is not good. Alright. You took a bite. If you're eating and drinking, then after you take a bite, you're going to want to follow that up with a sip. And you want it to be water. I'm not going to fault you if you have something like milk or juice or soda, but, you know, your best results will come from just drinking clean water. Alright. This is going to conclude the make sure you sleep, make sure you eat, make sure you drink section of the check-in. Alright? Now, I might come back to the center of the screen if I feel like we've got some new people who haven't been self-caring. And I will go through this again. Alright? If you're catching this as a YouTube short, save this video. And then come back to it in a week. Alright? It's very important. A weekly check-in only works if you check it all the time. Not all the time, but like often enough. Alright. We're going back to our regularly scheduled content. I'm sliding over. Alright. Remember, this is a safe place for you to be yourself. Okay? I will call you out on your bullshit if you have bullshit to say. And I will be regularly sipping my water. This is a check-in. Alright? We're resetting for the next week. Alright? Reset our mental facilities. Reset our social batteries. We want to make sure that we're taking good care of ourselves. Alright. So yeah, this past week has been a bit of a doozy. I worked 4 days out of the week for 6 hours a day. Much better than working those 8-hour shifts, I'll tell you that. When I was working 8-hour shifts, my legs felt like they were going to fall off. Now, don't get me wrong, it still sucks to be on my feet 6 hours out of the day. But I didn't have any foot cramps or other sharp, acute pains from being on my feet all day. So that's good. Went to church. I didn't take any notes though, so I can't tell you what they talked about. I know there was a baptism, and it was Mother's Day, so I helped serve with the mothers. Serve the mothers. There was a Mother's Day breakfast thing, and I helped out with it. What else? Okay, that was today. Yesterday I was at work. The day before I was also at work. And the day before that we were playing Minecraft. We did a Minecraft stream. Well, yeah, I mean, wow, I didn't expect the check-in to be so quick. But yeah, so yeah. How's your guys' days been? Your guys' weeks? Remember, this is the check-in, so, you tell us how things are going. We're going to support you. Because that's what this is about. It's about supporting you, getting you through to the next week. Alright? Even if you have to go through entirely on spite, so long as you keep going, you're going to be good. Alright, we're going to take another water check, and then we're going to continue talking about the week. To be clear, we're talking about our personal weeks. I'm not going to get into the news or anything. We'll save that for another Tuesday News Day. And I don't even know if I'm going to bring that segment back. I was woefully underprepared for it last time. I might need a little bit to actually gather information and stuff. But yeah, so this is your weekly check-in. Drink your water, eat your food, rest your eyes. Everything else is secondary. Heck, being here with me is secondary. It's time for you to really see, do I need to be watching the streamer, or do I need to sleep, or do I need to make a full meal? Because I did a thing for snacks, but if you need to make a full meal, by all means, go cooking. Make some chicken, pasta, or whatever else. Have some steak, a fish fillet. If I keep listing foods, I'm going to get myself hungry again. And I just ate. Alright. How do people do this? Like, yes, a lot of the times they have stream chat to bounce off of, but how do people just, like, talk for hours on end? I don't have any topics prepared. I mean, yes, we did the weekly check-in, but that only took half an hour. I don't want to do a half-hour stream. I also don't want to, like, repeat myself ad infinitum. But also, if I just sit here and say nothing, that's horrible content. What else is there to talk about? I could look at Twitter. Let's see. Oh, for the love. Okay. I follow Lara on Twitter. Lara just posted that we're past the era of the Google Docky. Time for the Google Slidey. Please don't tell me there's a drama Googled Slides presentation. Okay. Looking at Twitter is not going to help me with the stream. I have made that determination. Alright. I'm going to talk about some stuff that has kind of been on my mind recently. At least in terms of gaming stuff that's been on my mind. The Star Fox designs. I kind of really hate them. Am I glad that we're getting a new Star Fox game? Yes. Am I particularly excited that it's just Star Fox 64 again? Not really, no. And I mean, Star Fox 64 was just a re-release of the original Star Fox. Like, I find it fascinating that they can re-release the same game over and over again, and people will buy it. Like, yes, Starlink Battle for Atlas was not a Star Fox game. It just happened to have a Star Fox crossover in the Nintendo version. I don't even know if that section is in the rest of the other versions. I didn't play Starlink Battle for Atlas. I played a little bit of Star Fox Zero, but I hated the way the controls were split between the gamepad and the top screen. I'm surprised Star Fox didn't get a game in Nintendo Land. That seemed like something that they would do for the Wii U's flagship title. Honestly, I am just surprised that they are not making another game similar to Star Fox Command. Star Fox Command was a wild DS game. I'm surprised they didn't go for another game like it. But anyways, what am I talking about? The Star Fox character designs are horrible. Their eyes are too small because I saw a Twitter post where somebody edited the eyes to be bigger, and it was like that fixed like 90% of my issues with the Star Fox cast in the new game. Mostly, I'm just peeved that they decided to go for a hyper realistic ish type style. We don't need super realistic fox, bird, frog, and rabbit. They had perfectly good designs showcased in the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy movie. Why not just use those designs? Do something cel shaded for Star Fox. That would go over well. It worked for Legend of Zelda. It can work for Star Fox. But hey, Star Fox didn't get a new game for a while. Maybe that means there's hope for F-Zero. If we get a new F-Zero game, I'm gonna fucking lose it. There's rumors about the next Super Smash Bros. Game coming out. And my wild take is that they're just going to do an entire reset. No returning fighters from any past game. And you might be wondering, well, how are they going to do anything like that? You need a Link, you need a Mario, you need a Pokemon. And you know what? Here's what my list of fighters is gonna. Here's my fighters list prediction. I'll post this on Twitter as well later when I have time to make a sick ass graphic for it. But here's what I think the new roster is going to be: Paper Mario, Waluigi. Let's see. Who else? Funky Kong. Yeah, that's 3. I'm gonna go with a group of 12 characters. You know, same size as Smash 64. Let me pull up that roster on my phone so I can actually like see what categories I need to represent. Let's see. Smash 64 roster. Okay. So I'm gonna go from left to right, top to bottom. Waluigi, Paper Mario, Funky Kong, Wolf Link, Sylux. Let's see. Samurai Goro. Then, instead of Ness, let's go with. Let's go with Jeff. Jeff will graduate from assist trophy into fully fledged fighter. Honestly, it's the same with Samurai Goro. I think Sylux was a. Was Sylux a assist trophy ever? I don't remember. Then, who would replace Yoshi? Kamek? Kamek could replace Yoshi. Kamek is like the big bad of the Yoshi series, aside from Bowser. Instead of Kirby, let's have Bandana D. Instead of Fox, we'll go with Crystal. Instead of Pikachu, we'll go with. Instead of Pikachu, it'll be. Okay, I gotta come up with 2 different Pokemon. You know what? Let's go with Eevee. And instead of Jigglypuff, we'll go with Clefairy. No, not Clefairy. No. Actually, instead of Eevee and Clefairy, how about... Let's see. We need 2 Pokemon reps. Alright. So we have Waluigi, Paper Mario, Funky Kong, Wolf Lake, Silex, Samurai Goro, Jeff, Kamek, Bandana D, Crystal. Follow that up with Blastoise. No, not Blastoise. Fuck. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to figure out a Smash 64 sized roster, and then I will expand it to a melee sized roster. Then I'll expand that once again to a brawl sized roster. I don't think there were less fighters in Brawl than there were in. I'm pretty sure the number of fighters kept going up. Hold on, let me look that up. How many fighters in each Smash Bros. Game? Alright, hang on, here we go. Okay. Smash 64 had 12 characters. Melee had 26 characters. Brawl had 39. Let's see. Smash 4. How many characters did Smash 4 have? Let's see. Come on, give me a number, please. Come on, where's the number? Let's see. Come on. Where's the number has to be somewhere in this freaking wiki. Finally. 58 characters. Okay. Alright, there are 58 characters in Smash 4. Which goes up, right? Yeah, from 39 to 50 something. I already forgot the number. And then for Smash Ultimate, that would be how many characters? Ultimate only has 76? Oh wait, hang on. That probably only counts Pokemon Trainer as a single character. That still feels incorrect. 76? Hold on. Let's go to the Smash Bros. Ultimate page. Alright, let's see. It's not 76. I swear. It's gotta be more than that. Is it really only 76? Less than 100 characters? Hang on. Let's take a look at this. I think there's a later number that we can look at when it comes to Smash Ultimate. Let's see. Is it really 76? I feel like it's a lot more than that. Smash Ultimate roster. If I, you know, we're gonna do this straight from their website. Let's see. There's 82 because of Sora. Sora's 82. Pyramithra are 79 and 80. Yeah, okay, so there's 82. So that's what I'm gonna do over the next couple of days. I'm gonna come up with rosters for the Smash 64 sized, Melee sized, Brawl sized. Who else? Smash 4 and then Ultimate sized. And the big thing is, I cannot use any of the 82 characters who are already in Smash. I must use new characters for all of them. Because that's what I think the gimmick is going to be. I don't know if there'll be 82 characters again, but I do think that the new gimmick for a new Smash Bros. Game is going to be everyone is gone. Because Smash Bros. Ultimate was everyone is here. If we get something like a Super Smash Bros. Rebirth, I think the gimmick would be everyone is gone. And I'm going to come up with the roster for that game. But that'll be later. Let's get back to the weekly check-in. I just finished my water, so make sure you guys are drinking your water. And after you drink your water, have a bit of your snack, take a deep breath, and then everything will be good. Alright. I've bled my grievances about Star Fox. And I've made my predictions for at least a few of the ideas rattling around my head for a new Smash Bros. Game. Let's see what else. I've reminded you guys to eat and drink. Vocaloid! You know what? I just got this really awesome poster of Hatsune Miku. And I'll be honest, when it comes to my interest in Vocaloid, I listen to the exact same song over and over and over again. But I was recently reintroduced to Vocaloid, sort of. I saw a video. I was telling my mom about it. And I saw a video, 50 minutes long, called So You Want to Get Into Vocaloid. Split into 3 parts, learn about it, listen to it, and use it. Because Vocaloid is a music software. Well, I recently rewatched the listen to it portion. And so I've got like a dozen new songs and half a dozen new artists to listen to. And then I watched a video about Taito. And apparently Taito is way older than I thought they were. Taito came out near the beginning of Vocaloid. I thought Taito was a new thing. Taito is not new. Taito has videos that are 10 plus years old. And I really like their songs. I'm actually tempted to get some sort of Vocaloid synthesizer thing. Maybe try my hand out at 1 or 2 songs. I have no idea how to make music, but you know, it could be fun. Definitely not something I would do on stream, though. No chance. I want to deliver quality content, not struggle the process in front of people. Anyways, so Yeah, I've been listening to way more Vocaloid over the past 24 hours. And yeah, that's been my week. I did a lot of working and I did some streaming, and I'm currently doing some laundry. I'm probably gonna take a shower when I'm done with stream, but that's neither here nor there. That's another thing. You know what? We're gonna go back to the self care weekly check in. If you're not sleepy, you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, which means you've had your drink, you've had your food, you've had some. Oh my god. Okay. You've had some semblance of good sleep. You've eaten your food. You've drank your drink. If you still feel like crap, take a shower. I know you don't want to hear it from the anime boy on the internet, but come on. Don't be that person. Take a shower. I promise you'll feel better if you do. Take a shower, brush your teeth. If you find it difficult to do one of those things, then do them both at the same time. Things will get easier with time. You will feel better if you're clean. If you're clean, you will feel so much better. I promise you. Remember, this is coming from me, an anime guy on the internet. Someone who has bad mental health. Come on. I'm not a therapist, but I'm here for you. This is your weekly check in. Take a nap. Eat some food. Have a drink. Take a shower. If you don't want to take a shower, take a bath. Get some bubble bath. Plug up the drain. You will feel better when you treat yourself. Seriously, we always talk about, like, treat your significant other like a king and or queen. Treat yourself like a king and or queen. Pamper yourself. Take a bath. Take a shower. Clean yourself up. Dress sharply. Dress comfortably. Look in the mirror and speak life-affirming things. You are enough. You are enough. You are loved. I believe in you. Things will get better. Okay? Do something productive, even if it's as much as just doing a single load of laundry. Do one load of laundry, have something to eat, have a drink, take a bath or shower. Hell, you know what? We're going to simplify this a lot. Make your bed. I promise you, if you have a bed that is made, everything else is manageable. So long as you can have your bed made. This might sound like the dumbest crap imaginable, but I promise you, if you can make your bed, you You can do anything. You can take that shower. You can do that laundry. You can make that meal. You have the capacity for self-care. I promise you. And if you can't make your bed, don't worry about it. Sometimes it gets to be too much. But remember, take everything one step at a time. Everything's gonna be okay. There are days that I've not wanted to get out of bed. I get out of bed anyways because, you know, otherwise people will bitch at me. But, you know, even if not, it's important to get out of bed. Make the bed. My bed is currently not made, but that's okay. I'm doing other things to deal with that mental fog. I didn't get much sleep last night because I'm an idiot and I stay up too late watching YouTube videos. I mean, I consider it a victory that I wasn't doom scrolling, but, you know, watching a random video essay is not much better. I mean, it's better, but still, you know, I should have gone to bed. And I mean, I did go to bed eventually. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning when I went to bed, but I should have gone to bed at 1 or 2. Closer to 1, probably. But it's okay. That was before. Moving forward, I know I can do better. And I know you can do better too. Whether you only got 1 hour of sleep last night, you let your clothes pile up instead of doing a load of laundry when you wanted to. I suffer from executive dysfunction, which means that I want to do things and then I just don't do them. I was like, I try to make myself do them and then I don't do them. That's how executive dysfunction affects my day to day. It just kind of stops me in my tracks. But you can get through it. You don't need any sort of medicine. All you need is just, you need a mental reset sometimes. You take a deep breath, take a day off, have a drink, have a food. You just take some time to self-care and maybe you'll get started on that thing you needed to get done while you're self-caring. Maybe you needed to do a load of laundry. Maybe you needed to clear the dishes off your desk. You know? How many cups did you collect this week? I only have 3. Nope, I have 4 in my room. But that's because I just did the dishes yesterday. There were a lot more dishes in my room before I did the dishes yesterday. But it's okay. We move on. We push forward. You You take a breath, you take a nap, you have a drink. All you gotta do is just believe. Believe that things will get better and they will. Okay? Manifest the change. Sometimes it might seem hard, borderline impossible, but it'll be okay. You will get through this. Because I believe in you. Even when you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. And I know that people believe in me, which is how come I can move on even when I don't believe in myself. Remember, you just gotta take everything one at a time. Alright, we're gonna do a bit more breathing. Just a simple in and out. In and out. There we go. Part of me was hoping to stream for longer than an hour, but you know, I've said my piece, and I don't feel like beating a dead horse. So yeah, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Tell your mothers you love them. Give them a hug. Make sure they know you appreciate them. Alright. You know, I don't want to end on a downer note, or not even a downer. I don't want to end on a solemn note. So I'm going to show you guys the other crap I've been working on. We made one of these. It's a little "We'll be right back" screen. I didn't have one of those before. Whenever I needed to step away, I just said I'd be right back and just leave the stream running and mute my mic and just walk away and leave it on a static image. And yes, the "Be Right Back" screen is also a static image. But, you know, this one says "We'll be right back." Which is a lot better than just standing there in gameplay. And we've got one more screen, which I'm going to show to you now. It's the ending stream. It's the ending screen. Now, we're not ending yet, but I do want to show it to you because I worked hard on this. I say thanks for watching. I remind you to subscribe and follow. Check out the Discord, my Twitter, my Throne, and my YouTube. And then we decide whether or not we're going to raid someone or just end the broadcast there. But that's how that is. Those suckers took me like maybe an hour. A 1 hour period. I don't have any music playing in the background. I did not plan this stream out very well. Because now it's just going to be me talking and just random bouts of complete silence. Randomly broken intermittently with a fan behind me. But anyways, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for joining me. And remember, everything's going to be okay. Just take a breath, have a drink, have a food, take a bath or a shower. Self-care. It's very important. So we're gonna go to the ending screen, and we're not gonna raid anyone this time. Unless someone else is currently live besides me. No, that was a notification from 2 days ago. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. We're not raiding anyone this time. Remember, food, drink, sleep, shower. Everything else can come after that. Have a good night. And I'll see you all next time. Also keep an eye on the Twitter. I'm going to be posting next week's schedule for the streams.